Welcome back. Whether you're buying or selling or renting or owning, you likely understand the pressures of the housing market here in the Austin area. Christa Hudson joins us from a real estate resource website, homes.com, to talk about some of the real estate trends. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon.
Thank you for having us.
Wow, so that's the ultimate question. Do I stay or do I sell?
Yes, and there's different reasons to stay and sell. We're just going to cover a couple as we go into spring, where it's a really big selling housing point of the year.
Sure.
So if you're looking to sell, you want to keep some things in mind. Definitely you want to beat the competition. It's no secret that the housing market is bouncing back as the economy recovers. In fact, like I was telling you a little bit earlier ago, Austin actually is recovering, has a rebound percentage of 350 points.
Wow.
Yes. So with that, if you're looking to sell, it's definitely a good time to do so while it's a seller's market.
Now, when you sell, you're likely wanting to buy as well. So you feel it at both ends, right?
At both ends, absolutely. And one thing that we like to say and encourage people who are either looking to sell or buy at homes.com is to really be patient, just like with any other goal that you have in mind, whether it's personal or within your job. You want to kind of set milestones. And another reason to stay may be just what you're looking for is not out there.
Right.
So be patient, definitely in this marketplace right now.
Yeah, what all factors, should you weigh, should you go through when you're trying to make that decision of staying or selling?
Well, definitely if you're looking to sell, let's think about space. If you're a growing family, maybe you started with just 2 people now, something more spacious, like a 5-person home would be a good reason to sell. Definitely having to make those improvements can have a huge expense. Likewise, if you're downsizing, your family's starting to shrink, it's a good time to maybe look for a smaller space.
There are a number of people renting as well, and we're feeling the pressures of the housing market in the renting market as well. When is it okay to rent, either as a tenant or maybe you want to rent out one of your properties as a landlord? When is it okay to rent, and when would you recommend not renting? Well,
definitely you want to kind of look at overall your income, kind of what your decisions are going to be in the long run, really kind of figure out what your goals are overall. What I would definitely say is use some of the resources that we have on homes.com and some other websites just to really kind of get some good research and figure out in your marketplace what are things looking at. How is, other things like how much the rent's going to be. Is it close to where you're living, your lifestyle in general, and then make the decisions based on that.
Location, location, location. Is that still the 3 most important factors?
Absolutely, and it's a great reason to want to stay if you're already zoned in a school zone or your job is really close to where you work. I know with the traffic here, it can definitely be a huge concern.
Right.
If that's perfect, then definitely stay.
Now, I know you're based out of Florida. How do you describe the housing market in Texas or Austin specifically?
Well, definitely Texas and Austin, like I said, totally rebounded. Austin's doing phenomenal. It's a great place that's growing and thriving. If you are in a home and you're looking to stay right now, kind of look at the economy and figure out, if this is a good time for you to stay in your market. Building equity in your home is definitely a reason to stay, and some other things to look at when you're making the decision between selling and staying.
Do all signs point to the fact that it will continue to thrive, or is there a concern out in the distance?
For right now, it's definitely rebounding. Like I said, Austin has a percentage of 350. On homes.com, we publish a monthly rebound report, so definitely check that out and kind of get a good feel for what's going on in your area.
Thank you so much, Christa Hudson, for being here this afternoon.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll be right back.